Some early access play videos of inZOI have just come out and I really want to talk about it. Like, there is so much to go over. A lot of you guys have asked me if I've been playing inZOI. I haven't. They did offer, but I decided not to, so I could just kind of react to it at the same time as you guys. Now, I'll be honest, when I saw inZOI first announced, I was skeptical because I knew it looked very beautiful, but I didn't really know if it was just like a show off tech demo thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, you see a lot of cinematic things or tech demos of video games, but then when you actually get the hands-on real thing, it's not really like that. But now we've actually got some real people testing inZOI. I think it's really interesting to actually see what's been happening. That was my phone, not yours. Also exciting, apparently the creator ZOI mode, or whatever we're calling it, is actually coming out soon as like a short-term playable demo where apparently anybody can just get hold of it and play it, which I think sounds really interesting. So I am going to be doing that when it comes out, and I will let you guys know when that's out. But based on what we've actually seen of the character creator, it literally looks insane. It looks like a modern version of The Sims 3, but really updated in terms of all the tools that you can use. It looks like there's like so much different kinds of like layering with clothes. It lets you save outfits, which I think is, honestly, I've been asking in The Sims 4 for ages for this. Instead of just saving like a sim, you can just save the outfit, which looks really cool. Even really small things like nails you can customize, and they've also shown off asymmetry where you can turn off symmetry mode and you can basically create your ZOI in any kind of way you like, which just looks absolutely insane. And they also kind of showed off like a studio mode where you can actually do like cinematic things, like the creator ZOI mode, Kaz. We're not calling it Cas, we're calling it Kaz. That sounds like a very common British name. In Kaz, it looks like you can basically do anything, which is literally insane. And that also includes like importing your own presets, but not like mod or CC, just like importing patterns, for example, and then putting those patterns on your clothes, or you could use AI to do it, which I think is interesting. Even things like hair, you can actually change the length of a hairstyle. So if you like a hairstyle, but it's too long, you can just make it shorter. It's insane. I really wasn't expecting it, guys. No, I genuinely was not expecting it to be that good. In terms of build mode, I've had a look. To be honest, I don't think I'm keen on the build mode. It looks a bit too confusing for me. I think it will be good for the more like advanced builders, but if you're the kind of person like me who just likes to quickly build something, like drag and drop different objects in, I don't think that's going to be possible with inZOI. It looks like build mode here is really intricate, so you could probably do some really amazing things with it, but I have a feeling that it's going to be a bit too complicated for me personally. That is one thing they do well with The Sims, to be fair, the build mode. I don't know if any other game will ever beat them on that, but I mean, it looks cool in inZOI build mode. It's just not for me personally. That's the one thing maybe I'm not excited about. Obviously, the most important thing is live mode. Now, like, I was very shocked at like how much stuff is in there, Jesus Christ. The thing I found really impressive was the cars. Like, you can literally drive it like GTA, which is insane. Is it really sadistic that like immediately like the idea came in my mind to make a video about like running everyone over? I don't think I could be trusted with this game. But from what I've seen, I think the live careers look generally okay. At this stage, I don't think the game seems to have that much direction. It seems like it's just kind of like you do whatever you want to do with your character. And I did also notice that the worlds you live in look very, very dead. In every single like gameplay video I saw, it was like the playable character, but then there were no townies around really. Like, there may have been a couple, but barely any. So that's obviously an issue, because the more like townies there are in the world, the worse the performance will get. So I am skeptical at this stage, because I like the idea of having like a busier world. So we're gonna have to wait and see how that goes. I don't like the idea of it just being dead. On the subject of worlds, they have actually announced a brand new world for the game. Originally there was going to be two. I believe there was going to be a Korean inspired world, and then there was going to be an American one inspired by, I think, San Francisco. So apparently they've now got another world plan, which is called Cahaya, which is based on Indonesia. So I believe this is going to be like your kind of like seaside, beachy paradise world. Honestly, I would love to have the British countryside as a world. I think that'd be really cool. But for now, it seems like we're getting 3, which is pretty cool. But honestly, I think the thing that I am generally excited about is something that feels different from The Sims, because every single Sims game has kind of been the same on launch. Like you've got the grassy world and you've got the desert world, and it seems like they're just doing it completely different here. Like they're just like, no, we're starting off in a city, a Korean one, an American one, and there's a beachy world, which I think looks really exciting. All of the features look really advanced. Like I genuinely don't know any other video game that's like this advanced in terms of these kinds of features in a simulation game. I'm really impressed. I'm kind of jealous. I kind of regret not choosing to play it early myself, but it's nice being able to react to other people's stuff. I've also noticed there's a lot of features in there which are traditionally considered pack features in The Sims, where in inZOI it seems like maybe they're not pack features, although this game is not out yet. Krafton as a company is very microtransaction-y, just like EA, so I don't know if they're maybe going to backtrack on some features. Like we just don't know what they're going to do at this stage. We don't know anything about like how much it's going to cost. In an ideal world, packs should just be like aesthetic things, in my personal opinion, like brand new worlds and stuff. I don't think gameplay should be locked behind packs necessarily. No, guys, I genuinely think, okay, obviously Life by You kind of went to shit. Paralives is going amazingly, but Paralives is a smaller indie title. It's a very different thing. This is like the first major publisher actually doing something in the life sim genre other than The Sims, other than EA, which is really exciting. I definitely don't think inZOI is going to take over the life sim genre because it's very realistic. It's almost, you know, like in The Sims there's that like Max's Match versus Alpha custom content debate. There's some simmers who prefer the cartoony look, others who prefer the hyper realistic look. I know aesthetics are really important amongst life simmers, so I think that inZOI will definitely appeal to a slightly different demographic. It's definitely a different flavor of life sim. I've seen a lot of people say it looks a little bit Uncanny Valley. I don't think it looks like Uncanny Valley bad. I have seen like some AI like mouth recognition, like facial feature recognition thing, like that looks very Uncanny Valley weird to me. I think it would be great for people who like enjoy making movies, you know, like those Sims machinima, like those like love stories I react to sometimes. I think that inZOI is going to be a great platform to be able to make these machinimas. At this stage, I don't know if inZOI is going to be like the next life sim game or if it's going to be the next Second Life IMVU kind of game. It kind of looks like it's maybe in the middle. Obviously, this is a single player experience, so it's not multiplayer like Second Life or anything, but I think it's really interesting because with Project Renee, the big thing that they were talking about is multiplayer. This brand new life sim, the new Sims title, it's going to be a big new multiplayer experience. But with inZOI, there hasn't really been any mention of multiplayer other than the ability to share your creations, which I guess is just a standard. Other than that, the sole gameplay experience seems to be a very much single player thing. And I think it's really interesting that they've gone down a totally different route to Project Renee. And instead of focusing on, I guess, kind of gimmicks, it seems like they focus a lot on core things that people love. Like you can definitely tell this game is very ambitious. I am skeptical how well it's gonna work. These features sound lovely, but if it bugs out, I don't care, I don't want it. So we're gonna have to wait and see in terms of how it actually plays like in the real thing, because that's obviously the most important thing. My cat wants to come out my junk closet. He just sleeps in there. Sophia, you coming? You're disturbing my video. Go on, piss off. At first, I would have said no, I don't think inZOI could ever kill off The Sims, but having a look at all of this stuff, it seems like it's on its way there. I just know like whoever's working on Project Renee is having a panic right now. They're probably having a meeting because I really do not know what okay, this is why I've always said, even if you don't play inZOI, even if you don't play any other life sim, this will have a major positive impact upon The Sims, and it's going to make them maybe change Project Renee for the better and make it stand out even more, because they don't have monopoly over the life sim genre anymore. It means that they're actually actually going to have to try harder to win you over because there's so much more competition now in terms of inZOI. So that's really, really good. Even if you don't play it indirectly, it will benefit you as a person who maybe just only wants to play The Sims. I feel like I need to change my channel name now just in case. Just in case in the future we don't play The Sims anymore. I can't call it SatchOnSims. I think I just have to call it Satch. Now, did you know that if you do continue to plan playing The Sims 4, you can get Sims 4 packs so much cheaper with Instant Gaming? Right now, they have a huge sale on of over 70% off packs. So click the link in my comments or description if you would like to get the packs cheaper and support my channel at the same time. Other than that, I'm really excited to see what happens with inZOI. I really hope it goes well. We just have to obviously wait and see when the full release is out. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next one.